So we are playing Soldier on King's Row attack, but before we do, there's a really good spot for Widowmaker. This spot gives you a good field of view and gives you a chance to make a pick which will help you push for the control point. And a good tip is not to show yourself straight away. As you can see here, I do not show myself straight away. I wait a couple of seconds, the enemy is already pre-shooting there, then I decide to peek. So one of Widowmaker's fundamentals is at 100% power, she has the ability to one-shot. Now since the enemy is showing themselves a lot, I'm going to continue sniping. If they weren't showing themselves as much, I would have swapped by now. I finally get the Doomfist here, and for some reason my team is not able to collapse. I did not realize that 2 were dead. I would recommend after killing the tank to check the scoreboard to see who's down, and if your tank and another ally are dead, I would recommend to switch off Widow and push into the point. And also they have a Bastion which doesn't get one shot, and a Mai that at some ranges doesn't get headshot either because she has 250 HP. So as Soldier, your goal is to get the enemy squishies to 50% HP. Once you see an enemy with 50% HP, you want to focus in onto that enemy and try finalize the kill. Also, Soldier's weapon has slight recoil. Just always adjust for the recoil by aiming down a bit. And for his right trigger rockets, you can either try directly impacting the enemy with them or splash damage them by hitting an object. A good tip is to try hit the ground near their feet, which will give you the chance to either hit their feet for direct damage or splash damage on the ground. Either way, the Hanzo gets 3 picks and we end up capping the point of that. So nothing really happens after that as the enemy team is regrouping, and payload usually takes about 15 seconds to start pushing, so we're gonna skip to that. What can I say about Mai? Her ult is just super ridiculous, and then she one-shots with the right trigger. I don't know why that shit has not been nerfed. God knows how many seasons that's been around for. But moving on from Mai, 2 tips I can give about Mai is when you hear her ult sound, which is this, I would recommend doing a 180 away from your team and running in that direction. Or if it's been enough time for her to charge up her ult and she moves forward ahead of her tank, then she is likely looking to ult. So again, 180 turn and run in the opposite direction. So we die to a freeze, and you can consider swapping if you feel like there's a better option for you. The Junker Queen decides to ult here, making sure we're spaced away from the Junker Queen and we're always ready to press our heal. So we press our heal because our Hanzo is low. We also hear the Bastion audio for his ult. So that means space the hell away from everyone on your team. The red area shows the target location of his ult. Really the only thing needed to know about Soldier's sprint ability is use it whenever you want. It has no cooldowns. King's Row is this part of the map on King's Row is not a great part of the map. So just pushing here, I'm gonna skip to where their team comes back. So the team is finally coming back, but Mai overextends for some reason, not too sure why. Just doing damage to the tank here because he's the only one in my field of view. So usually you want to damage the tank if he's the only one in your view, or if he's half HP and team comms is focus tank. Yeah, so I decided to ult here because I thought I could get a kill off, and the team fight just felt like a stalemate. Also payload was close to the checkpoint too, so it's really not a bad ult. Hindsight, I probably should have ulted behind the Roadhog for cover. So right here, we still have a Hanzo DPS, and I feel like Hanzo is just not good in this situation. Here the Mai ults again, like I said, just super OP ult. Nothing more to say, it's just the OP ult. I'm surprised it's not patched. So we died to Mai again, and I'm debating on whether to change to another character, which I end up doing. I switched to Cassidy, because like I said, I just feel like the Hanzo is not doing anything. It's either a headshot and he gets a pick or nothing happens. Now I have a much more kill pressure than Soldier does. A 3-shot with a headshot included is basically a kill, as you just saw there. So like I said, I have huge kill pressure as Cassidy now. Maybe I would have got those kills with Soldier, but you never know. As Cassidy, we're looking to 3-shot. That's all we're doing right now, is looking to 3-shot anyone in our range. 30 seconds remaining, which means we have to touch payload, otherwise we will lose the game. So we're going all out. I know we have a support behind me, so I can play extra aggressive. So that's the tip I can give on overtime. If they are low enough, go in. Decide to ult here just for pressure. And I thought I could have got a pick on the Lucio, but unfortunately he just manages to escape with like 1 bar of HP, because you're going to end up losing the round anyway if you don't touch the payload. So we managed to touch the payload, and now it's overtime until we hit the checkpoint. At this point they have to get close to try to block us from moving the payload. Also, if no one on our team is on the payload, we will automatically lose. I'm going to let the rest of the game play out if anyone is interested.